guys, how's it? Oh. Huh. It's already been that long? Huh. Yeah, last time I did my video of my Omega Strikers lore ranking, Season 2 just came out. So yeah, that's exciting. Let me just summarize what Season 2 has brought us. It got us 2 new maps, new skins for summer, some balance patches, a new battle pass, a whole visual novel event, and most importantly for this video, a new striker. All these were extremely exciting to hear, and it's incredible to see them in the game now. But I'm not here to talk about gameplay. I'm here to talk about lore, and the newest striker, Kazan, gives up some brand new lore. Now obviously I'm doing this video right after finishing my lore ranking videos, so I will be giving my opinions on the story and where I think it goes in my personal ranking after I tell the story. I won't be doing this for every new striker that comes out. Kazan will just be one of the exceptions. So without further ado, here's the story of Kazan, the frenzied enforcer of Clarion. Kazan grew with few friends apart from his beloved older sister. From a young age, she was frail and sickly and would encourage Kazan to chase after his dreams and passions in a way she would never be able to. The two were inseparable and cared for each other deeply, each trying to make sure that the other lived the best life they could. At school, however, Kazan's sister was an easy target for bullying and was often picked on and found herself as the butt for cruelty only children could think of. Kazan and his sister lived in a rainy city where throughout the year, storms and downpours were pretty common. Kazan would often carry an umbrella over his sister's head as they walked to school to keep her safe from the elements. However, on one particularly rainy day, a group of his sister's peers rode by on bikes, circling Kazan and his sister and hurling manners of insults all around them. While his sister told him to ignore their taunting, something snapped inside of Kazan. Kazan easily knocked one of the bullies off their bike and proceeded to beat them senselessly with his umbrella. His senses blurred and the heat of the rage surged through him as he hit the bully harder and harder, over and over. He felt such pleasure he's never felt before. However, his sister begged him to stop, but her cries were unfortunately fallen onto deaf ears. The other bullies, feared what Kazan has done, fled the scene. As Kazan calmed down from his rage, the realization of his actions began to kick in, and he felt a wall of guilt and disgust build inside him. He finally paid attention to his sister's cries and noticed that during his rage, he left her vulnerable to the rain. The direct exposure of the downpour caused her sister to catch a severe cold that increased her illness into forceful hospitalization. As she sat on the hospital bed, barely alive, Kazan blamed himself for what has happened and vows to protect her in the future. As years went by, Kazan's sister's illness got progressively worse and doctors couldn't find a cure for her. That was when Kazan heard whispers of Rasmus, the scion of Clarion Core, experimenting with Omega energy and using it to cure all kinds of illnesses. He approached Rasmus and struck a bargain. If Kazan would accept any and all jobs Rasmus presented, Rasmus would seek to find a cure for his sister. Kazan found himself to be quite a natural when it came to the work Rasmus would assign him. Over time, however, these jobs became incredibly brutal, but Kazan didn't care. He found himself quite enjoying them. While Kazan never rejected a job from Rasmus, even if it meant playing Core Strike for the Clarion Core team, Rasmus has yet to cure his sister. Kazan is losing his patience more and more and is being driven towards new heights of insanity as his sister's life hangs in the balance. Well, that was one hell of a roller coaster. If I'm gonna be honest, I feel pretty mixed with Kazan's backstory. I like the story for giving us a look as to why Kazan is becoming more and more insane. He isn't losing himself to madness because he's a psychopath. Well, okay, that's half true, but he's also falling into madness via impatience for his sister not having been cured yet. His anger makes sense. He wants to see his best friend and closest family member to be healthy and happy again. But that's all the positives I have for Kazan. Kazan's manic pursuits feel conflicting with each other. He feels pleasure when murdering people as a hitman for Clarion Core, most likely as a way to take his anger out on the childish insults that were thrown at his sister. But his violence and emotional snap is what caused Kazan's sister to become very ill in the first place. So does Kazan not feel any remorse when doing these painful tasks? Also, I find it hard to believe that Kazan is just blindly believing that Rasmus is finding a cure for his sister using Omega Energy. From Rasmus's story, Omega Energy can literally kill people if used on the wrong person. It's highly possible that Omega killed Kazan's sister, and Rasmus is lying through his teeth that he's still finding a cure for Kazan's sister to keep him as a hitman. Sure, this makes me love Rasmus even more for how diabolical he is, but it makes me think that Kazan is stupid for blindly thinking Rasmus's word is true. But more importantly, why does Kazan's weapon of choice happen to be an umbrella hiding a spear? Is it so Kazan feels like his sister is with him at all times, so she too can unleash her supposed anger on people? Is it meant to be a memento for why he's on this path? Kazan's story is missing some context that could really help him out while also needing some modifications for establishing Kazan instead of just I'm a psycho! But I kinda have a reason for why I'm a psycho. In the end, I put Kazan as the new 15th place. It doesn't feel like a ripoff, but Kazan does need work to make him feel more empathetic. Meaning that he puts X, Era, Vice, and Octavia down a number. Well, that's the story of Kazan and my thoughts about him. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to help me with the YouTube algorithm and be notified when I make new videos. Also follow me on my socials to check out what I post there. Until next time, keep on striking.